Hey, this is THG getting back into Alan Wake. This will be part 9. If you like my content, do subscribe. I'm always a little nervous uploading these onto YouTube because I have had times where sometimes the videos didn't upload and I upload the same thing twice and I miss an episode, and I'm not really aware of it. Giant alcohol still.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
I understand some of the old European monks used to brew their beer in open... No, it wasn't the European monks, it was some English brewery that was making imperial stouts. Used to brew it in open air, using some sort of a square. The monks I was thinking of used to brew their shit in caves, using the natural yeast in the air to help the fermentation process.
The door was barred from the other side. I'd have to find another way.
I looked into home brewing. It's a little too expensive. Plus I don't have the room for it.
Be careful, Al!
Dude just pops out of nowhere.
Keep your eyes open, okay?
Hiding back here with my coffee thermos. Why is everyone taking my shit? Oh, he's finessing my coffee thermoses and running off. Must be hard being Alan Wake.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too. Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but... Definitely, Pat. Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat. Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
That was a quick interview. You don't need any more batteries.
The elevator was dead. I'd have to get some power to it first.
You think so? Time to jerk that chain. Why do these things all look like they're about to fall apart? I mean, look at it. Barely holding together.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field.
Even has a Viking look to it. Look at that steeple or whatever you call it.
Geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Yeah, open up, you son of a bitch. The fuck? Oh. Oh no, Alright, enough of this. Okay, he's not the only one. Nothing beats a 357. They don't kick that much. Well, considering it's got a 4-inch barrel, it might, but I also don't know what kind of loads he's shooting. Yeah, I just said that. I don't know what kind of loads he's shooting. A lot of the 357 loads you get nowadays are about like 1,250 feet per second, 550 foot-pounds of energy. It's not that impressive, but you can still get the old loads like they were designed to be. Whenever the round was created, 1,500 feet per second for 158 grain bullet. It's about 800 foot-pounds of energy. Modern loads are about 66% as strong as that, but you can still find the potent ones. Underwood and Buffalo Bore makes some. Winchester makes one. Probably kick like a son of a bitch, but if you're out in the woods and a bear runs into you, at least you'll have protection. If the bear decides to get a little frisky with you, if you know what I mean.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, he just touches that lock and it falls off.
Hey,
That
let's go, man.
big-ass lock with that big-ass chain, just boop. Because that's how you use keys. I usually struggle to find the right key.
This gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Valhalla.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this.
Oh, gods know the truth.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
Considering the rest of their property, this looks fairly normal despite the gigantic fireworks sitting in here. And he stole my son of a bitch. Even the Vikings steal my shit. Barry, would you get the fuck out of my way, please? I stole 2 of them. Ugh.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in.
The Vikings acting like they're pilfering England.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted. Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, A time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Kidding. Those guys sound awesome. Come on, Al. Let's get the lights on, huh?
You know, for being completely Viking theme, I was expecting like fur comforters or something like that, like bear skin. Nope. Of course, I got the moonshine over there. It would have been more Viking if they were bottles of mead.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course, we need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Oh, in one of the earlier episodes, I said Cynthia Weaver was, that lady in the black. No, I was wrong. I forgot. That was Barbara Jagger. Where is that thing? Kind of sounds like it's above me. I don't remember it being up there, though. The last time I played through this game was about 10 years ago. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
That rhymed.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
You don't get good rest when you're drunk.
Yeah, what the hell?
You feel terrible when you get up.
Seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? Even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
The cutout's still there. And he falls asleep flat on his back. He vomits, he suffocates, asphyxiates himself. Oh, I'm not in control awake.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's
And yet
what she
he's not
is.
wet at all.
You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
No. I wrote it.
I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Remedy sure does love putting music in their games.
Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
The clicker. This came out long before The Last of Us.
Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deerfest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
Any sort of fest like that is just a reason to have a party.
Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light. Hello.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Waking up in a jail cell after a night of drinking is never fun.
I need to talk to Weaver.
It happened to me once. One of the reasons why I just don't do it anymore.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my...
He's probably not even here on official business.
That's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead...
Wait a minute. I know this.
Oh my God!
Light. We need light.
Mein Gott.
It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Oh, man. We're sitting ducks with the lights out.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel.
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on.
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control. but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
Déjà vu is one of those things that I would love to have reasonably explained as to what exactly type of phenomena it is. Because it feels like your body has been there. You've been in that place and time before, but you know you couldn't possibly have been there because it hasn't happened yet. It's almost as if you've been standing there in that exact place, in that exact time, but you know it couldn't have been there because either you didn't live there at the time, it was years ago, perhaps, that you had this notion. There's just all sorts of things that make me wonder what the hell déjà vu actually is. Sorry, I'm always clearing my throat. My sinuses are always bad. My flares kind of look like paintbrushes.
Here are your things. Wait, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on, let's get back to your friend.
I almost missed that shotgun.
Wheeler, I need you to stay here.
What? No.
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in two places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I could order one out?
Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Jiggling doorknobs, just like Silent Hill. Oh yeah, hole in the fence. Forgot about that. I didn't even see that there.
I needed to reach the rooftop to get to the other side of the broken gate.
Yeah. I get the feeling that the birds are gonna come out. Yep. Go shit on someone's car. Am I supposed to walk across that? Yeah. I don't think so.
Hey, Sheriff! Your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though. Need to bypass the damage control button.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on! Oh! Oh, damn! That's smart.
Good job, Wade. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there.
Get to the chopper. That'd be all of them. Anything over here? Something, a flare. I'll take another flare. They're always handy. Son bitch. This flashlight sucks. I could just let her gun them all down. Yeah, I'm not going down there. Oh, here we go.
The air smelled of fish. This was Bright Falls industrial area. There was probably a cannery nearby.
They've all got their slickers on. I know what you did last summer. I came down here because I thought there was a stash. Maybe there is, and I just didn't get to it yet. Yeah, she's still over there, so this isn't the way to go. Ah, there we go. A flare gun. My grenade launcher. Wait. I thought I saw a thermos in there. This game definitely has a left shoulder bias. I have to keep switching it to the right. Some loot down here. More flares. And bad guys. Shot 2 goons in track suits. Track suits. Are the Russians invading? Oh, wait. Where did... Ah, there it is. Got a better flashlight. One I had sucked. I don't know about you, but when I go into my local diner, I always find revolver ammo on the counter.
For example, what the hell happened to Rose? She's seriously messed up now.
The same thing I think happened to me after I arrived.
During this
Rose stole
meeting,
my
you
thermos.
remember?
Oh, I remember now.
I don't know what that achievement's for. Probably because I hit the jukebox again.
Barry was in his element, making calls, making things happen, even if he didn't entirely know what those things were. He wouldn't let the hot sheriff chick down. Even if every noise he heard from outside, and he heard plenty, made him jump. He had only paused to text Al a message, told him to hurry up. Suddenly, Barry froze in mid-dial. A window broke somewhere in the building, and then the lights went out.
Oh yeah, I could hear that song playing again.
And I thought New Yorkers were rude.
You have the right to...
You have the right to remain silent, but I want to hear you scream! I wonder what the stands are for. Parade or something, maybe. Not something I'd be interested in.
Wait, over here! There's light!
Yeah. I'm busy looking around. Son of a bitch. Thermos thieves.
I have a key. Watch my back, Wade.
It's an ambush.
Just flip that multi-ton vehicle right over. BLM rioters would be like, no, you do it this way. that stops a charging bull dead in its tracks. And I'm the Matador. What the? Oh, that's a new one. What is this, Resident Evil 4? He's chonky.
Let's go, Wade.
Seriously, quit taking my thermoses.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury-rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Fine. They should be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building, near the main entrance.
The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again. But meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer. The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
Station's about to get busted into. Oh. Yeah, not in here. A little too close quarters for my liking. Time to whip out the nuke. Hunting rifle. Yeah, I'm about out of ammo for a shotgun anyway. I don't think the pump action does as much damage as the double barrel. In reality, it wouldn't matter. They shoot the same ammo. But this isn't reality. Flashbangs. Good stuff. The helicopter key.
Cheryl, I got the keys. Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh God! Oh God!
Barry, look out! Barry, move! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay. The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake. Let's go around. We can meet him in the back.
That's one school bus I wouldn't want to be on. What would this be? It's not recorded when Bright Falls was first formed as a nameless trading post, but it became a town when the Bright Falls Mining Company started to operate nearby in 1878. It was then that Hubert Biltmore, a fur trapper, and Amos Gunderson, a pioneer from Tacoma, decided to build a post office, saloon, and hotel, all operating from within the same building. It was through the efforts of these two men that Bright Falls became the permanent and thriving town it is today. Nice to know. I wonder what town this is actually modeled after. or if there actually is a Bright Falls, but considering it takes place in Washington and the real culture and lake is in Oregon, it's probably fictional.
We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the backyard.
Keep the hell down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wake. Look, this town can't take this.
Alright, well that's where I'm cutting this episode off.